Hello, today we have this DC power supply unit. It has power, but it has no output voltage. You can see zero point 0.6 always. Nothing happened. At first I think that maybe the transformer is gone. Few years ago, one of my DC power supply broke and I saw that the transformer has two output, one for voltage supply and one for operating this thing, and the voltage supply part was broken, was not working. Maybe this unit has the same issue. Let's open this thing and see what's happened. Remove the outer shell and inside this thing, this is the transformer. Input 220 volt and output 20 volt and 10 volt. 20 volt for output voltage and 10 volt for operating this circuit. Let's see, output this one and it's gone. It should have the 10 volt multimeter in voltage DC auto mode, and now we'll see is there any voltage. 11 volt AC. That means this is the 10 volt output. Yes, and this is the 20 volt output. Let's measure it. Oh my god, it shows 22 volt. That means the transformer is not faulty. Big problem. It has a big transistor 2N3055. I don't know, is it faulty or not? Here is one another thing. Power on position. You can see that here is voltage is not changing. But one interesting thing, when I short this output terminal, it shows some number. And I think our circuit are okay. There is no problem in our circuit. Only it can be the problem for this transistor 2N3055. Now I will open this transistor and I will check it with my multimeter that is it okay or not. Here is the pin of our transistor. Now it will be easy for me. Multimeter in diode mode, white one negative. I think the transistor okay. And what's the problem? Here we have a good transistor, and first we will check this body to this pin 558. Nothing. Looks like our transistor is good. Then what's the problem? So we saw that our this transistor is good, is the problem. The next problem could be the driver transistor. I read some article in the internet, and from there I read that some of the driver transistor provide voltage in the base of this transistor, then the voltage thing happens. So this is our transistor connector for this transistor, and beside this connector we see here is another transistor. I think this one could be the driver transistor. Now we will check that if it's okay or not. For that reason we have to open this board from the, let's try to remove the ground. Oh, there is another problem. We have to solder this again with, okay, we'll do it later. Okay, we can see, I think we can the program. Can you see middle pin is broken of this transistor? That means because of this transistor the whole operation is failed. I think now we will see that our transistor okay or not. If it's okay, then I will extend some wire, and if it's not okay, then we have to manage one diode mode. This transistor is, you can see it shows nothing from this way, from this. That's not good. This transistor is bad, so we need a replacement for this transistor. We need our microscope 2N3906. Now we will see if I have any replacement for this transistor. After a few days I bought this replacement driver transistor, and now I'll solder it in here and hope our power supply will work again. Let's see what happened. Let's solder it to the board. What happened? Why it's not working? Cannot push it through the hole because there was a broken pin from previous transistor. I forgot about soldering paste, and obviously my solder quality was very well. Let's trim the strap pin. Soldering is done. Now clean this area, thinner and cotton bud. Okay, now it's clean, and one of the cable from our power switch is disconnected, so we have to check that. Disconnect from where? What's the program? Or the switch is not to work actually, so it should connect with this pin. Soldering iron 279. I think I have to use it at 300 degree. Yes, now it works. Okay. Now the ground pin will go here. Not essential, but we'll solder it. And now we will see the result. This is the main transistor. So 2 volt. Here is 10 volt. Let's power it. Still not work. What is happening? Why? Same problem. Let's check output voltage with my multimeter. 0.6 volt, and let's see is every connection is okay. They're good, but still it's not supplying voltage. What's the problem? Here is a resistor. Let's see working. The diode works too. Here is a resistor, and it is good too. What is the problem? The resistance we saw when it was in the circuit, that was not its resistance. Actually, it's open. It has nothing. Not at this pin, not this. Even not in this 2 pin. There is not this one 2 pin, nothing. Middle pin and one side still nothing. Middle pin and another side still not. 2-bit variable resistor. So we need 10K variable resistor. After 1 month, I am back again with this first power supply unit. I buy this potentiometer. This 2 potentiometer was bad, and I bought this 2. And now we will solder these to the board, and then we will see what happened. We invest a lot of time for this machine. One is here, another is here. Yes. Now it's time to solder. Solder complete on side, and soldering the second soldering drum. I need some cleaning with thinner and cotton bud. These cotton bud are made for cleaning our ear, but I am cleaning the soldering paste. Nice. Soldering complete. And now it's time to test. Oh, we have to trim this thing. Nice. This one is transistor. One goes. Let's check the voltage, and it has 23 volt. That means this one is the main output, and this one is maybe 10 volt. This one is 10 volt, and it will goes to the display unit. And this one here. Now it's time to see the truth. What's the problem? Still it's not working quite. Oh. Another problem, if it only produce 6.7 and 7 volt around and nothing. What's the problem? It's act so weird. Let's see what's the problem. So this unit has a voltage regulator IC LM723C, and I have this donor board. It has also this IC, and you cannot see the number. I can show you with this microscope. You will see that. You will now, I think you can see the number LM723CN. So I'm going to desolder this IC from this board and put it in the socket. Let's do it. So funny that I forgot I have a hot air gun. The last 15 minutes I tried to remove this IC with soldering iron. Yes, IC removed from the circuit. Removing multi-pin component is super easy with hot air gun. And now I have to make sure that every pin is straight and no one is bent. I see a little bit solder in this pin, and I'm trying to clean all of them, clean and straight. So now it's time to replace this thing. In this unit, replacing IC is very easy because it has a socket. Okay, IC replaced. Then we're going to test it. Power it up, power on, and nothing. Same problem. That means there is no problem in IC. Good. The same. Then what? Okay, now you can see that everything is working good. Voltage should 0 volt in here, but shows 1.9, 1.8 to 12 volt. Why? 12 or 15.6 volt. It should be 0 or something. Yes, it should be 0, but it shows 2 volt problem. But the main problem was you saw that deliver 0 to 7 volt, because I found the problem that this resistor was disconnected from the circuit. It was corroded and disconnected. Connect it again and it's good, but I have to work with the output, minimum output voltage that show 2 volt, but the voltage DC 2 volt. Why? After all of this work, why it's a broken 10K resistor from here. The pin is broken and I have to replace it with new one. This is the broken resistor, and I have this one for replacement. Both are 10K. So let's insert it to the board, solder it. So replacement resistor is connected to the board, and we are going to check it again, but still it's not less than 1.8. No, I don't know why, but not working good. Again, it's back to the beginning. It's act like previous when I was start fixing it. 0 volt, nothing but 0 volt. Not working. It's not working. I changed the driver IC twice today. Check the every connection and resistors. Try to short the variable resistor and it shows nothing. The 6 pin should have 7 volt, but it is almost 8 volt. I don't know why. And I think I'm working with this stupid machine for 3 days and it's still in the beginning, and I think it's a no fix, and I will store it as a donor device. Thank you everybody. Thank you for your time. If anyone can understand what's the actual issue, please let me know in the comment below.